our today's session. Today is 10th of May 2025 and we have a session number 244. And the topic of today's discussion is root cause of illness and invoking healing light. So we'll understand the details of about the illness or diseases that we suffer from or we get affected. And what will be the first understanding the root cause and then go into the details of how it will be done. And the method today I will explain about the special healing meditation of Babaji. So that is the thing. That healing can be multiple types, but today we'll focus mainly on the special healing meditation that we can do it on our own. We need not to go to anybody else or ask the master to heal us. That can parallelly go, but is the spiritual healing method that we can do without any help from outside. So that is the kind of thing we'll learn today. Before we go to today's topic, just to make the things clear that in general, I'm saying in the practicality, as long as we have a human body, there always will be some diseases here or there other. Means it is not, it is not a perfect machine. We are not perfect. Let us understand the fact that we come here to learn how to improve ourselves towards that perfection. So 100% perfection is a myth. That is not possible on the planet Earth. So, and we have the so-called imperfections, or which is not yet to work in progress areas of our life. That is, we call that those are the like a shadow area of ourselves. Shadow area means where light has not reached yet. I'm just giving the spiritual understanding. So those are the three major areas we come here to learn to perfect ourselves through the life lessons. And those three areas are the relationships, the money matters, the monetary area, and then the health, these three things. So health is one of the major aspects in our life. We come here to learn, towards the perfection, towards the perfect, how to make it towards perfection. We have to go that. We have to take care and do some things. It's like a machine. If you don't take care, and it will sometimes not work as intended. And that is where the disease comes in. I'm just saying that as a normal understanding. The spiritual understanding, I will go later, the higher level of understanding. Each level has its own understanding of our health, our body. So as the disease. Over when our awareness goes, our approach toward disease changes. Yeah. So we don't see the same way, like it's completely ignorant of the spiritual path. We see it a certain way that all of us we have gone through. Then when certain thing comes and we coming to know about certain things, in fact, divine gives us offer to just little come out of that shadow. So that is that towards the light we walk, towards the light, and the light is of the truth, the spiritual light of awareness. When we be a little bit aware by any means or any things, then our towards the way we approach towards it changes. And we got to come to know there is more thing than our normal way we deal with the curing the disease. We go towards the healing. So from curing and the healing, the difference is that curing is on the surface level. It can cure the symptoms. And the healing work on the root cause. And so that, go towards the seed so that the poisonous plant doesn't grow at all. Yeah? Uprooted from the base so that it doesn't sprout again. Anyway, those also having the levels. initially we do need, because we don't have all the power to make ourselves perfect. We cannot uh, uh, get ourselves to the perfect on our own, because we don't have anything to get into the level or the reference, so that we need somebody. And that's where the healers or the guides and gurus and all, they come into the picture. So they become the reference, so they can guide you towards how to improve upon yourselves. And so that is how the healing comes. You can request that healer or guru or the guide, spiritual guide, who has the connection to the purity, and they can channel that for you. That is spiritual healing, and that you can always ask that. There's nothing wrong in that. So, but at the same time, when you walk on your own path, the spiritual awareness, it is a path towards the liberation. So you should not get dependent on anybody. It is a path of mastery. But all of us, we are following in the path of mastery. Means everything we can do on our own without any help from anyone. Ultimately, not during the process. Nobody knows everything at the time of birth. So obviously we'll learn. But the goal is not to be dependent lifelong on somebody which is outside you. So in fact, not even your guru. You should come out as a master. And one of the mastery, you need to learn that on your own health. So that is, if you cannot, having the control or not control, like purify your health or going towards that, then you'll be always dependent on somebody or some other method or treatment or doctor or this. Nothing wrong in that. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying that you are dependent. So we need to come to a level of awareness. We may not be able to dependent on anyone. We can work on ourselves and we can learn how to do it. And this is all those things. That is what is called the self-healing, but self-healing happening by invoking the divine light, which is 100% pure. So once we do that, then we don't need any kind of external things, dependency. We can do it on our own. However, so just to make it clear, I'm not against the traditional treatment and the medicine and all those things. In fact, all of you who know, you contact me, I said, first thing I said, go with the traditional medicine, seek the advice and get the treatment. Why? Because it makes the thing faster. So our physical body is in the three-dimensional realm. Like it is spiritual energy. By at least to settle that, it also takes time. So it depends on our own vibration. So if both goes parallelly, like what the medical or traditional way of dealing plus the spiritual thing, then you get a extremely fast results. Those things have to go hand in hand. So it is not either or it is better or it is not better. You need both. There is something, or in other words, you can say what is on the surface that medicine can take care, but to cure it from the root, you need the spiritual stuff. So you need to know awareness and understanding so that it doesn't come back again. Many people, they got completely cured, even healed. They got healed. Again, they have developed the same disease because those patterns, those which caused that root cause was not eliminated. So it even if eliminated for once, again, it came back because they had their, what is called, where the plant was comes out, the seed was not removed. It is only the plant was removed. So to uproot it from the seed, we need to know that where are the seeds and how to remove them. And those are kind of things cannot be done by medicine. That's where you need that the spiritual understanding and awareness that we are going to learn today. Okay, so this is with this background. So let me, start today's session. So another thing, let me just to maybe later on I'll forget. We have to accept the fact that as long as we have the physical body, we can have disease. It is nothing to be looked down upon. It is not something that like a punishment, and it is, why even the spiritual masters, they also sometimes go through the diseases and all those things. There's nothing wrong in that. Yeah, there are different ways to release that kind of energy. Some kind of shadow, some kind of negativity, some kind of disharmony may develop over the period of time, because all the era we live in, it is Kali Yuga, you can say, that is full of negativity outside. So we can pick up negativity knowingly, unknowingly, subconsciously, and all those things that can reflect as a disease. So what I'm basically saying, you should not be judgmental if somebody is having a disease. Yeah, it can be picked up from anywhere, and that can reflect as our disease. But we'll go to the root causes. But the externally, it is possible. Somebody can have some kind of effect, or as I mentioned, our body is not 100% perfect. We are born with some built-in deficiencies into the physical systems, and something is visible, something is invisible. But we need to take care of that. So we can. We have to deal with it and take care of it, and maybe we need to modify our lifestyles accordingly so that doesn't get increased or something. Basically, I'm saying we all have our weak areas in our body, and that nothing wrong in that. It is basically it makes us more practical or more human. Yeah? So in that sense, okay, all right. So let's go to our topic of discussion today. So now it is, so first thing is about, let me read the first point. First point is understanding the reason of our illness or any disease. Okay, that is the first point we mentioned in our today's topic. So to understand that, so to some extent I covered into the introduction also, disease is not an enemy. Yeah, it is. You can say it is a wake-up call from the universe. So, and it should not be seen as that to be afraid about this thing. As I mentioned, it is normal to this to happen. Ups and downs is a part of life. Yeah. So sometimes it is down. Every day has a light and darkness both. So there is nothing to fear about the darkness. So we have to take the disease like that. Yeah. So when the body hurts, we fight back. Yeah? So our normal tendency is that we feel pain, we have to fight back and try to do like that. And then also take it in the mental frame, like whatever the actual body hurts, more our mind get involved into it, and we repeat that same painful experiences or what will happen to me, and with the worst scenarios in our mind. That is called suffering. Yeah, actual pain may be less, but when it means, like say 1 count, but behind the scene there are 9 counts of extra play out of that in the mind, and which makes us to the suffering. Yeah. So means our healing means it is not only exactly what happened, the pain, the mental part, how we take it also we need to address. Yeah. So this is because that's where we get maximum suffering. Yeah. Like many of the cases, the doctors, they put sedative, so you becomes sleep for some time. So that time you don't feel pain. So mind activity wise, because your mind makes it worse, mind makes it the nightmarish experiences. Yeah? But if you can stop the mind, and then you can avoid that kind of suffering. Actual pain, you may not get out of it that like that, but mind play that like a broken record, it keep on playing, that we can stop, that we can learn actually how to stop it. And that is the one of the, if 9 count is that, then if you can remove that, then your whatever the suffering reduced 1/10. So that is the idea. So as Babaji also mentioned many times, that illness is not a punishment, but a deep wake-up call from the soul. I'm just quoting here from Babaji. And I asked Babaji about this, about the illness, because as you know, I get about 10 to 15 requests for healing every day from different, our members and even their relatives and things like that. Out of them, 80% them and related to the health issues. And that is obviously whatever I'm telling you, I'm sharing it all. It's coming from Babaji. So definitely, I'm just sharing what Babaji is, told me about the. When I asked that about the illness, the Babaji clearly mentioned it is not a punishment, but it is a deep wake-up call from the soul. I will explain what does that mean. Because when Babaji give some cryptic messages, so I need to, but at the same time, the understanding also downloads, and that download I will share with you. That what is the meaning? Yeah. So what does this mean? Wake up call from the soul. Yeah. So basically, the sickness doesn't come to affect you, but to awaken you from the dream of ignorance, where you have forgotten that we are the light. This is a divine purpose, I'm saying. So illness is basically a letter from the universe. The universe is telling you that you are living against your true energy. That's where the ignorance comes. Basically, in other words, that you are not tuned in. The life force energy, which runs the life, the divinity, you got somehow deviated from it or forgotten about it. So this is the reminder, you have to come back to the light, come back to the tuning. Like I normally give example of the guitar. No? If one of the string is not tuned in, the slack or something, music will not come from the guitar. So the guitar experts, they take it and just they tune a bit, like little bit stretching here and there, and then you play the guitar, fantastic, it will come like that. So healing is like that. So it is basically you have to, some areas will slacken in what? Slacken in vibration. Yeah. You are not in the right vibration. You just got deviated from either higher or lower, deviated from the vibration, not higher, basically lower. So higher means you go towards healing, more faster healing. But in the lower, normally, if it slacks, then it go out of tune, then it results in as a disease. Like as my example, one or two strings are slack, then music will not travel. It will give us some like a what is called unpleasant sound. The guitar will create. It will not be music. It is not pleasant to hear to that kind of sound, right? Same here. If some vibration become out of tune from the what it should be, the life force energy, out of tune, we get this. We get to develop the disease, and that reflects into our physical body. Okay, so that's why it is told that illness is basically a letter, the intimation, the message from the WhatsApp you are getting from the universe that you need to do something. This area of your body is not in tune with the actual harmonic forces of the universe, and so you need to do something about it. So, in other words, to tune in back, you need to take some action. So, you need to be, those area of the body is basically crying. Yeah. So, when a baby cry, what mothers do, they just give the attention and, feed the baby with the milk or food or whatever, or give a toy or something like that. Basically, the crying is just drawing your attention. Drawing your attention for love and care. So, in other words, if you take in the context of our physical body, if that part of your body has been given love and care, that crying stops. Okay, this is the fundamental, and that's why I give an example of a baby. Yeah, all of us, when each and part of our body is a conscious, even though we call it our body, but they are independent consciousness. Yeah. So if you need to hear from them, and if you have to understand that, and then it is, and then what you need to do, give the attention, give the love, and return them back to the tuning, the actual return to the light, you can say, the divine light. If you can bring them, so then that will stop happening. Okay. So in other words, if you take that, so there is no disease without a message. Like Like if a baby cry, there is a message in it. It wants something, or it want, something is missing that you have to give it to that baby. Yeah. Same way, the disease is a cry, and there is a message in it. So what first is, you need to understand the message. You need to understand that what is that message, and then bring it to the right. You should have that kind of awareness to bring it back to the path, and bring it back to the light. Yeah? And then also you have to develop how to listen. Yeah, how to listen to that. That we are going to learn today a little bit. How to listen to that part of your body. What does that mean? And when you stop, no longer resist the pain, but what we do is, with normal approach, I'm again giving some analogy, we fight with that pain. Yeah, we try to resist, we try to suppress, we like to do that. In this approach, it enhances it. It doesn't reduce it, because there is no release. That is suppressed. Means if it, just give a like analogy with the baby crying stuff, even though I'm not literally meaning it, but it's a very cruel to do that. Suppose the baby is crying, you suppress it. It stops the baby's mouth so that you don't hear the crying. How that will affect? It will increase the pain of the baby. Baby will suffer. Maybe the sound has stopped, but not the suffering, not the pain. And isn't it exactly what we are doing when we are having some kind of disease? Some part of our body is crying, and either we fight with it, resist with it, and then we blame it. We say, because of this disease, I become useless. I have to suffer in the my room. I cannot go out for work and do something fun activities. I'm feeling pain all the time. So we are just like a thinking, thought-wise, it is all abuse. We are abusing, blaming, shouting, whatnot, because of this disease. Yeah? It is same as suppressing it. Right? It has some message, but we are not getting the message. We are trying to counteract with some kind of bizarre approach. And as per that, we consider that is a normal, because everybody does like that. So this element, what I just mentioned, is come from ignorance. You don't know what you are doing. Indirectly, unknowingly, you are increasing it. You are making your suffering prolonged rather than listening and mitigating it. Like the mother gives attention to the baby, gives milk, and baby stops. But so we have to know what exactly you need to do. Yeah, and that comes from the awareness. So that is why what the that Babaji has mentioned, the wake up. From this is a wake up call. Means suppose the mother is sleeping and baby is crying, then the cry makes the mother awake and gives the baby the milk. That's it. Yeah. So that is the wake up call from. It is basically coming from where Babaji next part mentioning wake up call from the soul, from nobody else. Yeah. The soul is shaking us, wake up and do something, because it is a physical matter. You need to address it physically. So you cannot just keep everything on the divine. So you have to do something. Of course, you use the divine forces and things like that, divine energy, of course, but you have to take action, you have to take it. Otherwise, it will nothing going to happen on the physical dimension. All right. So then it goes to the further thing. Let us understand that the difference between our traditional medicine. I just explained a little earlier also, but let me repeat here again. The spiritual illness is not addressing the external things. Like in the Western medicine, they analyze the symptom, okay? And spiritual thing goes to the root so that it does not come back again. So the approach of the spiritual healing and the Western medicine is completely different. Yeah. So, however, Eastern earlier medicine, the holistic medicine, they have a different approach. They are more like a spiritual approach to the holistic healing approach, but like a yoga and other things. But the Western medicine, they just cured the symptom. They put layer on the top of it and think that it doesn't exist. Yeah. So that's why it gets relapse and things like that and all this kind of things. So that area. So we'll go a little bit detail here, but understanding ways it is about the spiritual healing. So all of us, we are already coming to the fold of Babaji and getting all the healing, that whatever the channeling is came from the Babaji. And we have been all initiated and we learned the gift from Babaji to the humanity, which is Kriya Yoga. So just the Kriya Yoga itself, if we, that method, if we, follow religiously and actually we implement in our life, do it daily without any excuse, there will be, get out of this kind of the diseases and all kind of things. Because the Kriya Yoga itself heals the root cause behind all disorders. So basically by doing the Kriya, we tune ourselves in. We harmonize ourselves with the divine forces. We are not doing it only for the disease removal, but as we bring back, as I given mention in the tuning of the guitar business. So as our system, the physical body with 7 chakras get completely tuned, through 72,000 nadis into our body, the whole energy channels are lit up, and they can actually channel all the energy, the light, divine light into every cell of our body. And then no matter what happened in our physical body, that all the disorders get disappear. So no disease is accidental. They have caused due to something. And then we'll go a little bit in the next point. We'll go a little bit into that. What may be the reasons of those things? And of course, none of the symptoms are psychological only. Their physical manifestation is a reflection of energy deviation. Means it is there is a different layer how the energy is processed and get affected. So in the layer by layer, we'll understand that what are the different layers and how it comes. So maybe the effect is seen on the physical layer, physical dimension. But from where the root cause may not be there. Root cause may be completely different. It is the effect we've seen. So that's why the Western medicine thing we told that just curing the effect will not stop it causing. We have to go to the root cause so that we can stop it from the source so that it doesn't manifest again in our body. So that is the approach we are going to take. Okay, now next point is about 3 deepest causes of diseases. So now we'll go to what are those causes. The 3 of them are main. I'm not saying it is exclusive. I'm not saying that's all. There may be more, but 3 are the main. As I was mentioning that when I get the request for healing, then majority of them are the healing for the health. And obviously it's true because that makes it more our issues, main things in our lives. So, and many of the cases we can go back and see that what might have caused it. Because when I pray to the healing to Babaji, of course, and Babaji then asked me to talk to Mataji about the individual cases. But oftentimes we come to know about the root causes of that, sources of those the diseases, and we got something. So not necessarily that we share that with whoever is asking for it, because I think sharing the root cause always is not necessary, because people unknowingly or ignorantly this analyzing in a different way, and they feel themselves that guilty and all that. That is not the purpose. That the purpose of healing get completely disturbed. So it is not that. So this is just for understanding purposes. What are the real, the causes, the sources of those kind of things. First one is about accumulating karma and unliberated memories. So is most of the disease almost, from our in today's world, almost maybe 2 2/3 of the diseases what we suffer because of our karma. It is the prarabdha karma. And also, prarabdha karma means it came from the past lives, but also it is unliberated memories. Some of us, maybe we'd have traumatized childhood memories. We don't remember, we don't know. We don't, you cannot say what caused it, but that got into your psyche and you are traumatized. And those are when it liberates. Liberates means when it released, they give effect like a physical ailment or the disease in the body. So in these two things, what are those? Suppressed emotions from the childhood or from the past life, undeemed actions, hurtful words. Somebody says might have something wrong or something hurtful. We keep it stored inside. We don't allow that release. And over the period, it becomes like a painful thing, nasur or something like that level. Like also, it comes not only from outside or somebody else. It comes from our own repetitive emotional pattern or self-blame or resentment, or the fear and the energy cells. See, this kind of guilty feeling or this kind of resentment is one of the major issue, which which depletes our vibrational level. It lowers down our vibration. If you see that the energy, that cone, famous Dr. David Hawkins, that the cone, you see the negative ones, the guilty feeling or this kind of shame or this kind of stuff is just drops our energy down and we go into negative territory very fast. This is one of the major reasons. Sometimes we forget what caused it, but still we harbor those kind of guilty feeling, resentment, and self-blame or all those kind of things. Outside the world, we project we are the great and we are the best and things, but inside it, each and every our own, overconscious or that kind of things. So they sometimes they lie dormant for a long time in the subconscious, and suddenly something happens outside that triggers it and they comes out and they affect our biological systems. So there are each and every so-called diseases somehow connected to some kind of those issues. Into that we'll talk about it a little later on that exactly when we go to the details of those things. The first one is what? I repeat, accumulating karma or prarabdha karma on unliberated memories, where it's still there. If some memory happened and where energy was liberated, it released, then it doesn't form a disease. But if not, then even if you consciously don't know, it will, after years, it will come back and play that way. Then number two is separation between the soul and the body. So when you live with the reason, you may cut off your link with the soul, the source, which gives you the life force energy, not consciously, maybe unknowingly, but it is a fact that our soul's energy that runs our body, but we get disconnected with our soul. So when the soul energy is no longer in harmony with the body becomes disturbed, and then the disease develops. So if some like a disease happens, you understand that there is some kind of separation between our soul's energy and the connection, my connection with my soul. There are some obstacles or the blocks in the path where the energy comes from the soul, so that it is not possible to, completely, go into the normal, the energized mode. So that's why the disease happens. By saying so, let me also tell you that, every night when we sleep, there is a one point of time we go into the deep sleep mode, Sushupta Avastha. During Sushupta Avastha, our soul gets active. All rest of the time, soul is a weakness mode because we have a free will. Soul doesn't come and interfere into our business. Unless until invited, it doesn't come. Only during the deep sleep they got activated. Only during deep sleep it got activated, and then they do its business. And while doing its business, listen part of this carefully, it also try to heal our body, because the body mind is stopped. No, we are, in that kind of unconscious, susupta avastha. So it tries to heal your body as much as possible. So that's why when you wake up, you get fresh or something. Some of the earlier night, maybe you have something issue that disappeared because the soul has taken care of you, in your sleep during Sushupta Avastha, and it is healed. But what happens is, because we always run into patterns and emotions, we don't get out of that. So whatever caused it in the first place, we keep running it in our mind again in the next day. Yeah. And then sometimes again it comes back. If we don't run that same, the broken record, it may not come back. We get completely healed overnight. But as we do play, go back to our old pattern, that's why it keeps staying with us. It doesn't get rid of it. Even more and more we play this in our mind, it gets worse over the days. Anyway, but I just mean to say that our souls do try to heal ourselves when we are unconscious, because consciously we don't allow them. We don't have any connection, and we haven't learned anything spiritual that we can invite the soul and do that. But now we will tell you how to do that. But in general, I'm saying normally the people don't have the connection to that too. So in that case, that we run behind this doctor, that doctor, but we never called our soul to come and take over. We don't surrender our physical body to our soul. That's why the complete healing doesn't happen. As simple as that. Yeah. Okay. Next point is about the disconnection from the flow of light. It is somehow related to the second one. So as we don't allow the soul energy to eye contact the soul, because of that, it also the higher dimensional available, that divine energy, it cannot flow to you. Basically, that particular divine energy called light. Yeah. You can light which runs it. The light from the source doesn't enter into our body, because we disconnected from the divine flow, because in between that, whatever our soul consciousness, we don't have any connection with it. So that flow is stopped. We become a stagnant pool of water. We are not a flowing river. So that's why we are not getting completely cleansed, completely all these elements are not getting affected and removed. Yeah. So in that we just need to re-establish the flow in our life. We need to learn how to replenish the flow. So when it get like a like a river, if the river is blocked, water is not going, then flowing, then it creates small pond-like thing, small pool of water, and then slowly it gets darker and dirty, and then some kind of algae and that kind of thing forms. It becomes smelly after some time. So then equivalent version of that in our physical body is disease. Yeah? It got stagnant, so it will rot there. So how to come out of that is to go back to the flow. So it is showing you, it is telling you that you stop the flow. Okay, so also, when you heal from that energy layer, the energy, it is not like getting rid of the disease. Yeah? That is one purpose. When you connect this level, what I'm talking about, when you go to the flow of the light, flow of the energy, you don't actually, you heal the body. That becomes actually the byproduct. What you do is you go to the next higher level of existence. You live in the higher level where the disease cannot touch you. So like in the river, there's the flowing river, that kind of like a smelly water cannot develop. that kind of stagnation cannot happen. It is because it's always flowing. Originally, it is not meant to remove the pond. It is allowing the water to flow. Okay. But in the bargain, all the pond and smelly pockets here and there, they go automatically vanish. Same approach is here. So it is like basically when you allow the flow, your consciousness evolves, your awareness evolves, you go to the next level, higher level. And whatever the small things or the trapped energy, negative thing, and this, that, all, it will vanish automatically. Because you just tuned into that. So that is the level of that. So if something, your physical body is not working the way it should be, understand that somewhere you disconnected from that, the flow of light, the flow of the divine light, what was missing there. That's what it creates it. Yeah. Okay, so in retrospectively, what Babaji's, I started with what Babaji's approach, I asked again about this matter. So Babaji also telling that illness is an energy alarm, not a punishment. So don't hate disease. Yeah? Hate again is a lower vibrational expression. That is your emotion that complicates the matter. So think of it as a map which leads to the healing in your energy. Means consider it. It is just giving you which area. Map means which are the places you need to focus on. It is actually helping you to come into the fully tune into that divine flow of energy. So that way it will helping you. The disease is helping you to elevate yourself from your level of existence to the higher level of existence. In one particular level of existence, no disease does not apply. Okay, there is no disease, absolutely. Even the death cannot touch into that level. So, is it imaginary? No, it is possible. We have example. Yogiraj Amarjyoti ji. Yeah, it's possible. I was telling even the masters they feel physical disease. Sometimes it is true, but at the highest level, it is not. They don't, no disease touch them. Man. No physical thing that touch them because they elevated so high. They're fully tuned with the purity and the love and light. Disease even cannot touch that. It doesn't exist, in there. Even I said, even the death doesn't touch that. Anyway, that is the very high level or the ultimate level. We are not going there. We are still work in progress. So let us put into our, discussion to that level. Okay. But just for the sake of theoretical understanding, I just shared with you, it is possible. Completely eradicate the disease, even death. Possible. Okay. Okay. So next question, not question, next point is, okay. Three deepest causes of disease. Just I explained this now. The three levels where illness originate. Okay, let us now understand where it originates. Okay, so to understand that, you have to consider that a body means doesn't in the flesh and blood and bones. Yeah? So it operated by many subtle layers. In Vedic terminology, it names as a kosha, panchkosha. We also know that, we explained that we have a 7-body system. Yeah? So first 5 matches with the koshas and 5 and above. And there are 2 more, our spiritual body and nirvanic body. And and with the 7 body, what you say, physical body, then energy body. Physical body is Annamaya Kosha, and then energy body, Pranamaya Kosha. Then emotional body, Manamaya Kosha. Then knowledge body, Vijnanamaya Kosha. Then it is the 5th one is Karandeha, okay, causal body. That is causal body, okay, and then spiritual body, nirvanic body. These are 7. So the 5th kosha in the Sanskrit or in the Vedic say, they don't say Karan Deha, they say Anandamaya Kosha. Anandamaya Kosha means fifth and above. Okay, anyway, there are 7 layers. This subtle layer, whatever effect is happening on the physical body, there's no doubt about it. Physical body is affected. That's why I call it disease. Means dis-ease. It came out of tune. It distanced itself from the ease or the equilibrium. So, but the root causes, now I'm just talking from the root causes, they are not in the physical body. They come from the other bodies. That's why they mention about the koshas. So, one of the, just above the physical body, so it is the pranamaya kosha, energy body. From where the life force enters into our physical body. When we open our chakras, and then first it connects to that aura, which is energy body. So first, root cause. If the prana flow is blocked because of any reason, like energy body is disturbed, and then not circulate in the area of our body, not processing it properly, then we develop disease. So one root cause is the prana flow is blocked somewhere in the energy body. In pranamaya kosha, there is some kind of deficiencies or that kind of block had developed. And who can see the aura? In the naked eye also, you can see the aura, different layers of aura. If there is a deficiency, it comes with the black patches on the aura. So then we know that this can manifest as a disease. The disease can be mental or physical, but if there is a prana flow is blocked or reduced or deficient, it creates that the disease. Second one is about the one hair, the manamaya kosha, the emotional body. Emotional body, if it affected, like repressed emotions, there are some sort of, like a negative, emotions trapped, not get released. Earlier we discussed about the childhood trauma and etc. Those affecting basically the emotional body. If they are not released, they become like a source of that the disease, and which affected emotionally, and the effect it affects further down and reaches the physical body, and it does that. Okay, and now that third one is the next higher level, which is Vijnanamaya kosha. Vijnanamaya kosha, or the knowledge body. So in this knowledge body, all these our negative belief systems, all our karmic repercussions, they got it. All prarabdha karma, they got into this, our own knowledge body. Our karma is stored in the in the fifth body, which is this is what I just call it. It is stored in the Karan Deha, causal body. But actually it download into the knowledge body. So into that, and so knowledge body is the fourth body. Yeah, so that is a Vijnanamaya kosha. Fifth body is a Karan Deha, which is where the karmas are stored. But what I am now talking about, from the fifth body, it downloaded into the fourth body, which is the intellectual, the emotional body, where all the negative beliefs and all those kind of things are developed, and they got into the effect of the karma, which was stored in the fifth, but downloaded into the prarabdha, got downloaded. It come to the fourth body, then it affects our intellectually. Buddhi karmanusarini, like whatever the karma downloaded, it affects our intellect. And those are directly connected to that knowledge body. And then because of our viparit buddhi, we got stuck into the low vibration and do some harkate, do something, and it enhances that kind of the diseases. And maybe it prolong the diseases and things like that. So in that sense, that the karma and negative beliefs also, that one of those other root causes of the disease we suffer. Yeah. So that is how it plays into that. Okay, next is about 3 pillars of spiritual healing. Okay, so that we understand that origin and how it happens. So next, go into that the how that to come out of it. Okay, so that is okay. So how to come out of it? So there are 2 parts of it. Either you cure the symptoms or go to the root cause. The choice is yours. Yeah, and initially at the time of introduction, I mentioned, personally, I prefer both to go together, not to discourage any one of these things. But as we mentioned that the root causes, I mentioned it comes from your the energy body, it comes from your emotional body, it comes from your knowledge body. Yeah, some level 2, 3, and 4, higher than your physical body. So just to treating the physical body will not heal it from the root. We just explained that the root causes, no? So medicine and all can take care of the first body, which is your physical body. But the root causes are all the second or third or fourth. To reach there, you need a spiritual healing. And that is the way you can heal it from the root, because root causes are there. So how to reach there? And because if you have to address that, we bring it to the harmony, bring it to the unison of those levels. For that, what is the method? What is the technique? Technique is very well known for us. Babaji has already given that technique to us. That it is Babaji handed over an invisible but most powerful key energy healing with the divine connection through Kriya and meditation. Yeah. It's not extraordinary thing. We do it regularly. That doesn't mean that, that importance in any way less. Overall purpose is this. So, what he taught, the disease is what we understood that Babaji taught, disease is a vibration that is deviates from harmony. Each human being can readjust that vibration by himself or herself to the divine light inside, and most powerful healing that happens. Okay, so this is the approach we are going to take for the healing. Of course, those through Kriya and meditation and all those things. But now we are understanding what are the pillars, of that healing. So that is a discussion, that is a point. So let us understand that how it happens. Yes, it is through Kriya and meditation and things like that, whatever spiritual practices. Why you need to do spiritual practices? Because of the level which is beyond physical. So we need to approach spiritually. There is no other way you can approach that to your knowledge body or your emotional body or energy body. Energy body may be to some extent, but other ways like a sound healing and all that vibration can touch upon that also from the external means. But higher level, it is only through your meditation and the divine connection, through the establishing the divine connections and meditation. Yeah, you can reach there. Okay, so what are the pillars? Now let us understand how the spiritual healing works. What are the major pillars of that the spiritual healing? Yeah. As per Babaji has given 3 things, which is to heal the pillars, the aspects that we can learn to get into that healing. First one is a light. It is a light of awareness. So you can just, during meditation, you can invite that light. You can invite the divine light. It normally comes from the top, like a divine light, white light, golden light, etc. You can invoke the method, etc., through different types of meditation. But I'm just understanding the technology. So you have to invite the light, and then you have to put an intention. Okay, intention. It is just that it is coming from that. The light is divine light is coming, entering your being. Okay, means physical body plus higher bodies is entering into that, and then it is after that. I'm talking healing now. So why you are doing it? Because some part of your body is not working properly. The disease happened, the illness happened. Yeah. So you have to channel that light to that area by intention only. Like we do some method like a scanning the body, physical body. So the Kaya Upasana. We do Kaya Upasana as a second step. We scan the body, find out if there is any area which is paining, which is hurtful and things like that. Then what we do, we take breathe in and breathe out to heal that area. That we learned during our 6-step meditation. So like Kaya Upasana, you have to bring that, the energy, the light, into that one. When put the intention that where you need to go, focus there. Then the light will go through your body internally, it will go to that area. And then if you stay there, like keep in the light, be in the light. Some meditation method will go again. Maybe that can be done with the practice or something or other way also. But first, just understand the concept. So we invoke the light, the divine light. We are not the source of that light. We are just inviting the light, our intention to enter into our being, enter into our physical body finally, and then it goes to the area where it need to, where there is an energy deficient. Because that's why the disease has occurred. No? It is not in the tune. The guitar has been, the strings are out of tune. So to do that, what can be done? The tune, the pure energy can do the tuning. The expert can do the tuning. This expert goes there, and it just happens. If you stay there or keep inviting the light and going there, if you are in the meditative state, in the full of awareness, you are alert and aware, then you can feel that. I'm just giving you the symptom. How do you know that it is that area got healed? Yeah, you'll see that particular area. It may or may not happen. You may or may not notice. Not all of them can happen. Also, I'm just saying few symptoms. What you can feel, that area gets little warmer, become little hotter. The temperature goes up. Or it can happen, the area began to throb slightly, little vibration different than your rest of the body. Yeah, little bit of vibration, then comes down. Light shake up of that area, and then come down and peaceful. Yeah? And that the mind, all the activities, all your worries, whatever about what will happen to me, and if I cannot do this thing, that thing, and even I die, and all this thing. So those kind of worry disappears. Yeah, when the light enters, it enters to your Shastra. It calms down your mind, because this is a culprit who magnifies it. I was telling that 9 times. If whatever is normal physical level, 9 times more total, 10 times higher it makes to the activities of the mind. It comes down the mind as well. You can see the peacefulness and calmness. It is coming out of this if you invoke the light. Yeah. Okay. This shows that the light has started its work. So this shows that. Yeah. Okay. One word of caution here. So when you are praying for the light, so don't pray for the end of illness. No negative connotation. Just invite the light. Light know what it needs to be done. Don't pray, I need to get rid of this pain, I need to get rid of this, and so don't mention that. He said, kindly heal me in that area. Like invite the light. There's a light, I invite you to heal me completely and fully. So if the light comes in, then obviously I was telling the illness or disease happens because of some shadow area in our lives, energetic shadow, of course. Hmm. And when the light enters, then it lit up that shadow area, and then we come back to the tuning in to the normal, regular life, full of energy and things like that. So that is how the light plays the role, the light big role this is one of the major pillars of healing. What is the second pillar? Second pillar is prana. Is prana shakti, life force energy. How we get into the life force energy? Through healing breath. It's in the healing context, the prana is equivalent to breath. That's why whenever we do breath work, it is a work of inviting prana, more prana. So that, of course, that disease happened because of the less pranic energy there in that area. So we need more prana. So pranic energy gets into that. And we know the technique, how to get into the prana. Whoever has learned that kriya, I explained them at the time of, to knowing how to do it and things like that. The healing breath is basically nothing but 3:2 stomach breathing we practice. What came from Babaji, such a wonderful gift came from him. So we have to practice that 3:2 stomach breathing. That is how to invite the prana into your body. And then you can be into that and do stomach breathing, and you can repeat it, like repeat 7 times, 11 times, or 13 or 21 times till you feel enough. Okay. Ultimate purpose is you should have those kind of symptoms that you are getting healed. And of course, that this not only the physical things, it also heals your emotional wounds and old memories and all those kind of things. Because this prana can heal those, you may also feel there is suddenly release of emotions. Like you suddenly felt into the crying, or suddenly some pain came for fraction of a second and gone. Some physical disturbances also you can see. Yeah? And this is possible. That the many that asked me during these things, I feel like crying. I said, you cry and let it go. It's like a bubble. It was trapped in your being somewhere. Yeah? Like in a fish aquarium, you see that bubble comes up and it goes out. Or in the electric kettle, maybe the transparent electric kettle, when you heat up, then the bubbles comes up. So many bubbles comes up. You don't know from where this was there earlier. It was there mixed in the water itself. When they heated up, then the bubbles got released. Same here. Okay. When you go into the high energy through prana, like heating up the water up to the boiling point, yeah, then all the trapped airs got with bubble form and goes forever. They don't come back. Same here. All your trapped known, unknown memories, these, that, all patterns that goes. Yeah. So second pillar is the prana. First one was light, the divine light. Second one is the prana. And that all this prana, the pranic energy, we do through our healing breath. Different type of breathing technique we use to invoke the prana and energize ourselves, top up ourselves with the prana. Pranic energy, it shifts our vibration towards higher side. So wherever we are in the lower vibration, which caused the disease to start with, we go into the higher and then get rid of this disease altogether. Yeah. So that is the approach. Okay. So first one is light, 2 is prana. Third one, you have to not only have to do it for one time, no, you have to hold it here. For that, the third is the beingness. You have to operate not from the lower self. You have to go into your higher self and be there. So that is of course through spiritual practices. You have to drop living in the lower version of yourself through your ego, mind, intellect package. Go and live with your beingness, the highest level. of your being, soul level, direct in contact with your soul, and with the moment by moment guidance, and that is the highest level of healing possible. That is the third but most stronger, persistent, and healing possible. So that particular level of when we go there and live there, that is called holistic living. We are 100% in tune with our soul consciousness, which is pure, which is powerful, which knows everything. So we live there. We live at the direct moment by moment guidance of our own soul consciousness. That is your live in the be. That is called beingness. You are in the being. So you left the doing part of it, the lower way of living, and go into the beingness. Yeah, that is the third level. So if you go into that level, that ultimate healing happens, and you don't need to bother about this, that, and all those things. You're fully tuned into the higher consciousness, your soul consciousness, and you can run about yourself directly under direct guidance of your soul consciousness. Okay, then holistic healing meditation. Even though you can take that our 6-step meditation, you can say the holistic technique for holistic healing, you can practice just 6-step meditation. Or I can give you some special, if you want a special healing. So I can say the Babaji's particular healing, if you want a special holistic meditation. So I just got it. I can explain it to you, and you can practice that on your own. Again, I'm saying, if you no need to do this, if you just do 6-step, it is good enough for you to come into that all whatever we said. Yeah, all like a light and light and prana and healing breath and the beingness. All three will be there. But in the 6-step meditation, all three are there. But if you specially have some kind of, you wanted to devote it for a particular cause, you wanted to have particular healing meditation, and that's what for Babaji, I'm just giving you that method here, so you can try that. Yeah. Okay. First thing is that so now it is about when there's some common questions. I'm saying that for meditation, what is the ideal time for meditation? Time will be the early morning before sunrise, or in the evening at the time of the sunset, and your stomach should be empty. That is a good time for this kind of holistic healing meditation. Yeah. And where you do this meditation is better to do it in your privacy, in your home or in your room, particularly in puja room.
Oh.
Okay, particularly in your the puja room, or your any room, maybe your bedroom also, no issues. You need to find out a puja room for that. So in that, you sit in front of a Babaji's photograph or picture or whatever you have. Yeah. Those of you have been attended Babaji's cave pilgrimage, who has been given that a silver locket of Babaji, you can place that one in front of you for this particular special healing meditation. Yeah. And then you in front of it, it should be at your eye level, the picture, or that should be in eye level, and then you put a candle in front of it. Nothing else, no other light into that, only the light of the candle. It should be quiet room. You should not get disturbed moment by moment by anything. Switch off your mobile phone or put an alarm for, say, some time, say 30 minutes. Next point is about the duration. Suggested duration is 15 to 30 minutes. It's up to you as per your availability of time. Put the alarm and keep it. Posture. You sit your spinal cord straight. You can sit on a chair or on the ground as per your convenience. So what I said is, what is the best time to do it? Either early in the morning, or before sunrise, or after sunset, immediately after sunset. And stomach should be empty. Then the space should be in a room in your privacy. The light should be off. You put a photo of the Babaji in front of you and light a candle in front of him. And then you have to, or also I mentioned, if those who have attended Babaji's cave pilgrimage, bring that particular locket with Babaji's, the face in it in front of you and do this process. Posture, you have to keep your spinal cord straight, which is for every other Kriya, everywhere meditation we do it. Sit like that. You can sit on the ground or on the chair, up to you. Make sure spinal cord is straight. It is not bent any direction. You should straight. And the duration suggested is 15 to 30 minutes. If you do more, nothing wrong in that, but should not be less than that. At least 15 minutes you should spend into this holistic healing meditation. Yeah. Then after that, how do you do it? First, you normally what we do in the normal meditation, we do in Chin Mudra, right? Here, for this healing, right hand will be put on your heart chakra, left hand on your navel. Okay, like this. Am I visible? Right hand on your heart chakra, center of the chest, left hand on your navel, like this. Yeah. Okay. So sitting in that posture, okay. Then first you start with a prayer. Establish the contact with the divine or into that blessings of the masters so the healing be successful, and that you are trying to, that you probably be intention. So you can contact your soul and say, just allow me to contact the Babaji's light for healing me whole and complete. Yeah. Kindly heal all the damages from the source and manifest the results instantly. That is the prayer. Yeah. Okay. Now you have to, in this posture, so you have to practice about 24 numbers of the stomach breathing. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Don't be too fast. Like slowly breathe in and breathe out. You can do even the longer thing also. It's up to you. But minimum 24 means 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and 5 seconds each. So means in 1 minute 12. So 2 minutes 24. So next, after you invoke the prayer, next 2 minutes will be your stomach breathing. Like 3 seconds, 2 seconds, sitting there. Step 3, invoke Babaji's energy. Yeah. So you are already touching your this heart chakra here. So now you have to concentrate on your Hridaya Guha, the cave of your heart, the heart center, where the Babaji is established. Babaji is there. So once you focus there, after completing that breath thing, now you are focusing on your Hridaya Guha, center of your heart. And Babaji is there, like we do, like heart meditation also, many times you go inside and check with Babaji. You can do that if you want. So you can go and meet Babaji there into the Hridaya Guha, and Babaji is sitting there in your heart chakra, Hridaya Guha, not heart chakra, Hridaya Guha. Pray to Babaji that Babaji kindly fill me with your pure divine light and heal me completely. Okay, so it is a prayer connection with the Babaji at your Hridaya Guha, and you pray to Babaji. If your Hridaya Guha, you are intending you're going and bowing down to Babaji, then pray to Babaji directly sitting in front of you. Just please fill me with your divine light. Fill me, fill all my being with your pure divine light. Fully, and you just soak yourself with this light, Babaji's light, the blessings. whatever comes, that those are your meditational experience. But absorb yourself like a sponge. You are getting into those kind of vibrations and those energies and all. Whatever it comes, anything is possible. So don't get unnecessarily disturbed or imagine something, why this is not happening, why I'm not feeling that. Don't bring in all. Whatever is happening, that is right for you. You just soak yourself into the divine light. Okay. Then, and then you stay silent, stillness, no thought in the mind. Try to. If few that comes here, then it's okay. But try to not to think anything. And after that prayer, become still, do nothing. Okay. Also, during this do nothing phase, don't expect anything. Don't just wait that something will happen. I may feel this. Don't do that. Those are all mental activities. Yeah. Just still and experience yourself. Okay. In the kriya, after completing that the pran mudra, then I say, now you be in this mudra and feel the vibrations within. So that will be the state you have to do that. Be still, do nothing, and feel the vibrations within. That's all. You need not to do anything, you need not to pray anything, you have to ask anything. And definitely you should not wait for something now. No, I may get something now. Oh, now maybe I'm getting blessing from God. Don't expect anything. Okay. Do nothing means do nothing. Okay. Absolutely zero. Okay. So, and just what you basically feel the vibrations with it. That's all. Okay. Next. Last step is step 5 is that then even with end the thing, we can rub your palms together, put it on your eyes. Yeah? The way we complete our meditation and end with a deep gratitude to Babaji. Yeah? So Babaji, thank you very much for healing me completely. I really, appreciate and completely surrender to you and keep these things, allow me to walk this path, and I'm fully surrendered to you. Take care of this physical body and all the bodies, but it's all your gift, and I'm just offering the same to your full control and to heal me completely. Thank you very much. So this is a gratitude kind of thing. The language you can choose, but basically it is a gratitude to end that particular type of meditation. Yeah. Now, and that is the meditation. Now let me give you some other symptoms like signs of holistic healing. What are the signs that you can face later on to see that your healing is working? Or the effect after you've done that, you can. What are the things you may experience? These are called signs of healing. So one first sign you may get that you automatically breathe very deeply and naturally. Any erratic breathing, shallow, when people got angry or something that your breathing disturbs them, that all those kind of things disappears. Yeah, you breathe very slowly, deep breathing happens automatically. You didn't do anything. Yeah? That is a sign that healing is working. Healing is happening. And now also some people, they feel that body is expanding. Yeah, that feeling, expansion, feeling of sun, that is also natural. And then also you can feel the different types of prana into your body. Those are all signs of healing. As I mentioned earlier, you can also find that some old emotions suddenly emerge and disappear, like a bubble comes and goes. Yeah. Okay, little bit of disturbance. Thoda sa hila diya, but it's okay. You feel like crying. Okay, just cry and finish it off. Even other type of emotion come like anger and all, it will come and go. Just allow it to happen. Don't suppress. Basically what I'm saying, no matter what emotions you are feeling, don't suppress. Allow it to go. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel, say, suddenly feel sad or depressed momentarily, but it will go. Allow that to go. Okay, these are a part of the process. This actually proves that healing is happening. Okay. Number 3. Yeah. Suppose you are asking for a disease, for a particular disease, and you may feel that the disease become shaken up slightly and the pain reduce drastically. Don't even expect that it miraculously it will evaporate, no pain. It is possible, but don't expect that. Yeah. But you will definitely feel some kind of betterment of your feeling towards that, the area of pain or disease area, whatever way the disease is. And also you can feel that the heart area, the warmth, you can feel that you are basically, warmth in the heart means you feel more loved, you feel more connected, with everything else in the world or universe, that you feel lighter and you feel more loved. And not only loved, you are able to, some people experiences the love is oozing out from the heart, it's just affecting everyone. Like a flower gives fragrance. You can feel that truly. Yeah. Those are the effects which are the indications that the healing has worked, the healing has happened. Okay, so now the next point is about signs of holistic healing. I just explained techniques to keep the healing light stay with us. Okay, so many people ask me that, okay, that is good, I do meditation, I feel good and all this. How can I retain it? Okay, how I can retain it for the longer period? Or maybe it never goes. I have to continue keeping them with me. So here are some tips how to keep that with you. So means not only the day you have done that healing exercise or all this kind of things, how to continue it for the rest, because it is not just one small shot. Now you want to keep that in the healing way. Yeah. So first one is the tips I'm giving, the techniques. And the first one is that you start with the day with a gratitude and your intention. Yeah, when you wake up. So just check which are the dominant nostril, put that leg first in the ground. And you said, thank you for Mother Earth. And then you pray that I choose to keep this light with me whole day. Light means whatever you invoked during healing. I said, I choose to keep my light, my healing light whole day with me. Okay, this should be part of prayer. You can pray anything else also, but this should be the part of the prayer, that first is the gratitude to the Mother Earth, and you just pray that I choose to I hold this light for the whole day. Today, I will hold the light for the whole day. Keep your intention clear to the universe. That is the first one. Second one is that conscious breathing. Be aware of your breath. More you be aware of your breath. This is the secret all spiritual masters use. They don't come out of the phase of their high level of vibration or the enlightened state just because they are continuously aware of their breath 24/7. Even during sleep, okay, they are aware, the breath, awareness of the breath. Yeah. So that is the best way, but of course, in the practicality, it takes time and it takes sadhana to reach to the level where it becomes automatic. Like you need to be consciously breathe. It automatically happening. 3:2 stomach breathing happening all the time. That is the masterly state. But what you do, whenever you get time, like whenever you, during the day, first one is a prayer. Second one, whenever you get time in the day, you realize you have some free time, just do some breath work, conscious breathing. Be aware of your breath. And, few times in a day, you have to repeat whenever you get time. Yeah. Just keep, whatever your thoughts are, focus on your breathing, calm down your mind, and be aware of the breathe in and breathe out. That is called conscious breathing. Practice this. Any amount of time it is possible for you. It is not that you have to do meditate during that time. You can do it by any work, sitting in your office, even you are eating, you can do that. You are walking, you can do that. You're driving, you can do that. No issues. Do it multiple times in the day. Be aware of your breath. Yeah, that is the way you hold the light. Okay, so step 3 is stop talking about the story of your illness. That we have a very bad habit of everybody we call, we talk only about our diseases, how we felt and this and that, and even though, unless until they're necessary, share the detail of the story or only to whom you then need to know, what the part of your treatment. Okay, only to them you tell, but don't unnecessarily tell this story, or just make a headline and you say, this is what happened, that's it. But we have a habit of glamorizing the disease. You telling some relatives we call, and half an hour we talk about the what are the problems and this, that time, exactly where the pain happened, how many times happened, and this happened, those happened. Unnecessarily half an hour we talk about this way, we glorify this, our disease. Yeah. And more we glorify, it stays. The disease stays. And this is one of the biggest reason when we, get out of that healing thing quickly. It disturbs and bring back the diseases. So the the principle of the energy principle, because this is all energy healing. Fundamental principle is wherever you put your attention, the energy goes there. So if your attention is, whether you do it consciously, unconsciously, doesn't matter. If you talk about the disease will come. It will get attracted, it will get multiplied. It will never go from your system. On other way down, if you say, yes, there was some issues, but I'm good, I'm fine, I'm healed, I'm blessed, I'm under protection of Mataji's protection or Babaji, but to whom the Ma Kali is protecting me, to whom you believe. Yeah. You say, I'm fine, I'm good. Yeah, there are some issues. Whatever need to be done, I consulted doctor, eat that medicine. But anyway, but I'm fine, I'm good. I'm healing every day. You have to change the pattern. This is our pattern of glorifying or glamorizing our disease or painful things. That need to be stopped. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to energetically correct it. It's like you are, drawing something. Again, you put a, eraser and erasing most of the drawing. Again, you start from the beginning. So the painting will never be completed. Yeah. So that is the way you have to do that. And that is the way you have to, that is the last one is a cautionary, and it is about this technique. If you use them, you will be able to do that and live in the attitude of gratitude. Yeah, for that, what healing has done, that is kept your vibration, maximum possible vibration in your life, and that is the key to hold that your state of healing and well-being. Okay, go to the next point. Techniques healing, stay with us, and 10 spiritual healing affirmations. Okay, let me give you affirmations, what you can say loudly to every day, which will help you to keep that healing state with you for a longer duration. Maybe later on I will share those with you. No need to note down or anything. I will share these affirmations. So these are the 10 affirmations. I'm just giving the language, not necessarily exactly the same language, but you can make your own language in your own way. But the points are like that the meaning should be similar. Yeah. Okay. So the affirmations are, first one, I am not broken. I was just remembering myself as a light in my every breath. That's the first one. Second one, as I mentioned, don't need to remember or anything. I will send you those, posted into the group. So second one, affirmations. I allow old karma to disintegrate with gratitude and presence. Presence means beingness. Yeah. Third, illness does not scare me. It's teaching me to come back to myself. Fourth, I don't need to be perfect to be healed. I need to be real. Basically, Don't raise unnecessary standard that healing is not for me, I'm not perfect. Yes, you are not perfect. That's okay, but you are practical. Accept the way you are. Okay, that's what it is. That is affirmation. I don't need to be perfect to be healed. I have all right to be healed, even though I'm not perfect. I just need to be real. Accept what it is. What is. That is what you need to do. Fifth, I believe in the divine intelligence at work in every cell of my body. Okay, divine intelligence. Every cell has a consciousness, and the divine is creator of that. Divine is working through it. Okay, I'm just temporarily claiming it to be mine, but let the divine intelligence take care of every cell of my body. I'm allowing it. Sixth, I let go of the old story to allow the new vibration to permeate life. Old story means you're suffering poor me syndrome and whatever the bad thing people told you and you are not good enough and all those things, all those kind of stuff. Yeah, those are your old story. That's why you lived your life so far. Get rid of that. Yeah, somebody else's opinion about it is not your life. Your life is the what you feel about yourself. That is your life. To change that, you need to say, affirm that. I let go of this old story. I don't allow anyone else to control me. Something like that. To allow the new vibration. Through healing and etc., I'm getting new vibration. By Babaji's blessings, etc., I'm getting new vibration. So I need to retain this vibration, let the old story go. Yeah, that's what the affirmation is. Then 7, Babaji's divine light is alive and in me right now. So I invoke the energy and there is no reason to believe it is not there. I fully trust and believe it is within me. So Babaji's divine light is alive and in me right now. Okay. 8, I'm an immortal soul and not vulnerable to any harm. Means you are not identifying yourself with a mind, body, intellect, which can be harmed by the external forces. But you are shifting it to the soul level, which is immortal and which is not vulnerable to any kind of disease or whatsoever. Yeah? That you have to affirm. 9, Babaji's divine light, feel this temple of my soul and overflowing with love. I explained many times that from the spiritual point of view, our physical body is a temple of our soul, from where our soul operates, runs our life. So, I'm just this temple of my soul is filled with Babaji's divine light and overflowing with love. Like I was telling, the oozing the love out of me, that state. This is the affirmation, so that I'm filled with this, my temple is filled with Babaji's divine light and oozing out of love, overflowing with love, pure love. Number 10, I'm fully healed and carry this energy with gratefulness and love for myself. This is a message of self-love. One key to hold the healing is self-love. Okay. We have a different self-love affirmations. I'm not coming into there, but we are just reminding ourselves, I'm fully healed. Present tense. Not I will be healed, maybe one day I will be fully healed. No, I'm fully healed and carry this energy. Not only healed, I carry this energy with gratefulness, with attitude of gratitude, whatever I'm saying, gratefulness and love for myself. I love this physical body of mine, or love me as I am. Okay, that is the 10th one. So this is the 10 affirmations. Last one is okay. Okay, last one. Before I go to the final message, what I have already written here. Here I need to refer you to one book. Okay, all of you should read. Just note down if you want, and you can buy this book. And that name of the book is You Can Heal Your Life by Louise L. Hay. And in that book, she has given a wonderful experience. You might have known she cured her cancer and all those things. And in the end of that, I was telling earlier in the summary that I will go into the detail of the disease. Maybe I will try to, show you that, share you that some glimpses of that book, and then I'll tell you. You can see my screen. Okay, not this one. I'm sorry. Okay, you can see my screen. Somebody unmute and say yes or no.
Yes, Guruji.
And the book, I'm showing you now a book, You Can Heal Your Life, Louise Hay. Can you see that book, first page?
No, it's a presentation. It's like a Word document that we can see.
Okay, no, that's not the one. Okay, let me. Let me share again. Can you see the book, first page?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So, this is the book I was talking, You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. In that, I just go, this is the book you note down and you can buy that. And this is the first page of the book. Is a bestseller, one of the bestseller of the book. And now let me go to the, so I'm not going to the content. We don't have time for that. I'll go to one place. I'll just show you something. Yeah, this one. See, chapter 15, the list. Can you see it? Just say me, unmute and say me yes or no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chapter 15, page. Yes?
Yes, Guruji.
Okay, fine. Now, let me go to the, let me read little bit of this. Okay. As you look through the following list taken from my book, Heal Your Body, see if you can find the correlation between disease you may have had or are having now and the probable causes I have listed. A good way to use this list when you have a physical problem is look up the mental cause, see this could be true for you. If not, sit quietly and ask yourself, what could be the thoughts in me that created this? Then repeat to yourself, I am willing to release the pattern in my consciousness that has created this condition. Third, repeat the new thought pattern to yourself several times. Then assume that you are already in the process of healing. Whenever you think of the condition, repeat the steps, like all these things. Okay. Then she gives a detailed list. So you can again see the list, problem, probable cause, and new thought pattern. Yes or no? Somebody just unmute and tell me. Because I cannot see that screen.
Yes,
so that okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So here she gives a list of problems, different type of diseases. Yeah. So accident and this and abdominal cramps and all those things. And it is giving what is the probable cause. What might have caused this? And then new thought pattern, the affirmation you have to tell yourself again and again to heal this issue. Suppose abdominal cramps, probable cause is fear, stopping the process. Then I must process in life, I am safe. So yeah, because it becomes stagnant. So that caused it. And so abscess and then so accident. So accident, inability to speak up for the self, rebellion against authority, belief in violence. These are the probable cause. And how to release this pattern is I release the pattern in me that created this. I am at peace. I am worthwhile. Yeah. So this is a new reprogram yourself thought pattern, which runs in your mind knowingly, unknowingly. So this is the list of the many. There are so many. Okay. hundreds of diseases and all those kind of things she has mentioned here. Yeah. Back problem, lower. Fear of money, lack of financial support. I trust the process of life, and all I need is always taken care of. I am safe. This programming you have to do for this. Anyway, so there are all these kind of different diseases, and she has mentioned, yeah. Only one thing from my side is like, don't do it other way around. Means don't use this book that if you have some fear of money or something other, don't think that will cause my disease. It will disease you implement. Yeah, means this kind of symptoms, no? Inability to speak up for self can happen in many other reasons also. But that does not mean that you will meet with accident. That's what I'm saying. Longing for love, then you don't think it will go to headache or something, or heartache, whatever, it will happen. So that's what I'm saying. Don't use it other way around. If it already happened, then for understanding purposes, you use this. And then you reprogram yourself. But don't find out all those things, find out in your family members what they are lacking, and then they are having this kind of problem. It is not the truth. Okay? That I'm cautioning you. It is only used for your own self, not for somebody else. And find out, it is for you to find out the probable cause. It doesn't mean that it's the only cause. And this is how it is reprogrammed. Very good. She has done a lot of research, Louisa Lay, and this is a very good, listing of all the things that you can use. So I recommend that book. If you can buy the book and keep it. It's a very good one of the thing you can keep this in your collection. So that is a thing. I just stopped sharing. Okay, I stopped sharing. You can see me back.
Yes, Guruji.
Okay.
Yes, RP.
Right. So with this, the learning is completed. Allow me 2 minutes time. Let me save the attendance for today, and then we'll come to the question answer. You make your questions ready. I will just give me a minute. I'll come back with you. All right. The first question is Shwetali. Go ahead.
Yes, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
Guruji, my question is, during that healing meditation to Babaji, the whole time I will keep my hand on my one hand on my that
Correct.
whole time. That
Whole time. Only after you finish, then you do this.
okay.
But whole time you do it like that. Only for healing meditation, not for all the
Yes.
meditations.
Yeah. Okay. My second question is, this healing meditation is, I have to do it for myself, or I can do it for other also, or for my family, like family members or friends, like that.
No, other also you can do. Okay. But
Okay.
this particular meditation is for you, because you have to go
Okay.
your own Hridaya Guha. You can enter somebody else's Hridaya Guha.
No. Oh, okay.
Okay. You can send the healing. Like we do now, blessing, we do give the blessing. After you finish,
Yes.
you send the blessing, like we do. That healing energy will go there. But during the process, you do it for yourself, because you enter into your own Hridaya Guha,
Okay.
where Baba is there.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Guruji.
All right. Okay. Next is Shraddhanjali.
Pranam Guruji. I
Pranam.
mean, I like feel this session was really curated for me somehow. I mean, I have been asking questions to Babaji, and the answers came through you, I believe. Thank you so much for this session, Guruji. Guruji, my question is, like you said, when people go to deep sleep, the soul heals. But at a certain age, some people also complain that they are not getting good sleep in the night. They wake up and is it possible that they never go into deep sleep and their soul doesn't heal?
No, that's not possible. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not possible. I mean, if somebody is not sleeping, is a different issue. But if you sleep, let me explain it to you. Higher dimension, there is no time. Even, I'm just giving, just for your understanding purposes, 10 minutes of deep sleep, you can go to 5 or 6 lifetimes and bring something from there and you can come back, because it is not linear. To understand that, you can see that in that domain, the time flies like a speed of light. Oh, you don't need that many, 10 minutes is good enough. Okay. So even if they get, what I mean to say, even if anyone gets few minutes of deep sleep, all whatever needed for the healing can be done by that time for the soul. It does not need longer hours to do this job.
And everyone does get deep sleep, even if they sleep for some time. Okay.
See, sleep has 2 parts. One is where you sleep and dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is in the medical term, that's what REM, rapid eye movement happens when people dreams. But one point of time, the dream stops. And they go into complete unconscious state. And that is a deep sleep state where the soul leaves the body. Soul doesn't physically leave the body, just connection with the body is connected, and then it can free without, in the body thing, attachment to the body. Anyway, so that is a time it brings whatever is necessary for the physical body to get healed. No, it's doing its job, it's putting an effort to do it.
Okay. Guruji, my second question is maybe it's mainly for my mother. So the thing is, when you're really sick and going through some illness, you don't have the energy to sit down for longer periods of time or do yoga or do kriya or meditation. So in that case, how will this work? Is it like they start off with just 1 minute?
Lying down also. In this case, if you cannot physically sit, stand practically up, it can be done lying down also.
Even the kriya.
Yeah, if the like a normal kriya is not possible, you do suprasant kriya, like left hand on the navel, right hand in front of the nose, and you can do that. Even the Babaji's meditation, like this, right hand on the heart and left on the things, can be done by lying down. If the medical condition does not allow, but it's possible, but as a special case, not recommended.
Okay. And just the last question, when you say there is unliberated energy, like this meditation that you said the bubbles come out, is this the unliberated energy that comes out when you...
Oh yes, earlier unliberated, now the energy gets shaken up and comes out. Like you heat it, the boil the water, the bubble comes out like that. The energy has gone level high, it comes out. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Guruji.
Okay. God bless you. Yeah. Okay, Taposh.
Thank you, Guruji, for a very nice session. This healing meditation, can we practice it tomorrow in place of the normal meditation which you guide us doing it? So we get a very nice guidance. If all of us agree, can we do it?
No, we can. Better to do it that one. Do it in person. Okay, not remotely. So whenever we meet, you will just ask me. I will do that. But this purpose of our weekly is for different purpose for our sadhana. Okay.
Okay. Because the steps, what you said, I think the way you have given the writing of the previous meditation, if there is any writing for this, the steps, what we need to follow for this healing one,
right?
That will help. That was the reason of asking for the practice.
I see. Okay. No, that I understand. But what I'm saying is that this video will be recorded, so you can listen to that part. Okay. So you can listen to that part, but so far as practicing with me is concerned, under my guidance, it is better to do it in person for the healing one only.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what you remind me. I will show you, exactly
That
how
will be
it's
great. That will be great.
done.
One more question. For the simple diseases, what all of us contacts many a times.
Mhm.
So practicing the healing meditation, he can do it physically because his physical thing will be allowing him to do that. Now, I think you gave the answer just 1 minute back that for people like post-stage cancer
Mhm.
or all the medications, he has passed all those stages. So maybe many a times doctors have said that, okay, just count the days or something like that. So what I feel through your session today is that spiritual medication is still not done.
Yeah, no, means you are calling a reason or what to healing?
Now,
Which
so
part
how will that patient now conduct a healing meditation on him to expect if there is an improvement which has already gone past the physical medication?
No, that is fine. Only as I mentioned in the earlier to Shraddhanjali also, it can be done by lying on the bed also. Just putting your head here and the navel, right? Nothing else, no
But
other, and breathing. Yeah,
and
we are
breathing.
breathing all the time, no matter which level of patient we are.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of pain usually depending on which part of the body. There's a lot of pain he or she experiences.
Yeah.
And with that, is it feasible for doing this? Or
Oh, yes, it is possible. Yeah,
possible? Huh?
definitely possible. Yeah. I'm just going to that extent, even though the intention of doing that, maybe I cannot move my hand, but the intention is there.
Correct.
By intention also, if you just intend to bring the light, that's enough.
Perfect.
Okay, you don't need to perform in per se. Yeah. Your intention, it's all energy level.
Okay.
Okay, this is all possible. Okay, so you just try to practice whatever possible. You
Yes.
get benefit for sure.
Yes. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Okay, so if there is no further question, so we'll conclude our session for today with the Shanti part. Om. Sarvesham swastirbhavatu. Sarvesham shantirbhavatu. Sarvesham purnam bhavatu. Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Om sarve bhavantu sukhino. Sarve santu niramaya. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschit dukkha bhave. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Mangala.
Pranam Arpiya, thank you.
Pranam Guruji.
Thank you, Guruji.
Pranam Arpiya. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Guruji.
Such a beautiful session. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Guruji.
Guruji.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Guruji.
Pranam Guruji.